I was there the fateful day of July 1st. From my vantage point, I saw and heard everything. I watched as my friends and family fell before my very paws, the very people who accepted me when I had no home.
Reminds me of my old girl Sally. Just won't quit bothering you.
I reckon she's a mighty fine Sally then. Will you keep her, John?
No harm in doing so.
For battle tomorrow?
Of course. Did you not hear? This morning the Confederates assaulted troops from the north and northwest, destroying our defenses. The cavalry under General Buford that was defending the town was sent running through the streets of Gettysburg to the hills of the north.
The scoundrels were led by
Robert E. Lee.
The best general in the country, I reckon. He was the cause for our defeat at Chancellorsville. He wants to reach Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. This battle will be the cause of our ambition.
Don't let General Meade or General Reynolds catch you saying such things. Sally, can you keep a secret? The morning of July 2nd, my infantry, the 11th Pennsylvania, marched out for battle. As always, I marched alongside the colors of the front lines. Our Union line was laid out in a defensive formation that began to fall apart as Lee launched a heavy assault on our left flank. I could see in the distance the fierce fighting at Little Round Top, the wheat field, Devil's Den, and the peach orchard. To my right, the assaults on Culp's Hill and Cemetery Hill raged on. Despite the hardships, we held our own. I even played my part by barking at the Confederate soldiers. Suddenly, without warning, I felt a sharp stinging in my chest. I lay down beside a fallen soldier and licked my battle wound. The fighting continues all around me, and all I hope for right now is for John to come and save me. A day and night passed. It is now the third day.
Pickett's charge at Cemetery Ridge was a failure. The South has suffered significant losses. We have won the battle.
We've won the battle! Victory!
Victory!
Sally! Men, one of our own has fallen. We need to get to the infirmary.
She's been wounded pretty bad. We need to start burying the other bodies, though. In this heat, they'll stink up the whole country.
We need to get to the infirmary.
Please, save my dog. She's bleeding profusely. Why have they brought in this dog? We have so many fallen men, I hardly have time to help this poor animal. We don't have the medicine or the proper materials to save this dog. There's very much we can do now.
Are you sure?
The best we can do for many of these men is to ease their pain or amputate limbs.
Were there any civilian casualties?
Yes. A 2-year-old woman was hit by a stray bullet that passed through her window in a town while she was making bread. She died instantly.
She's gone.
I was only one among many casualties that fateful day. Over 40,000 Union and Confederate soldiers were killed, wounded, or missing because of this bloody battle. Each side lost roughly the same number of troops. However, I knew that my death was not in vain. I aided my fellow soldiers in a victory for the Union.
This battle has granted the Union one of our greatest victories yet. The result of this victory is priceless. The charm of Robert E. Lee's invincibility is broken. The Army of the Potomac has at last found a great general that can handle it. And it has stood nobly up to its terrible work in spite of its long, disheartening list of hard-fought failures. Copperheads are palaced and dumb, for the moment at least. Government is strengthened fourfold at home and abroad.
Yeah!
Woo!